Y'all love it. I know you do. Now I'm going to show you how I made it. I started with a piece of red. Mine is floral, but you can do anything you want. Mine is 10 inches wide, 7.5 inches long. And then my blue square is 5 inches by 4 inches. Then, y'all know I love some eyelet lace. So I'm just going to add the eyelet lace on here like I like it. So these pieces are roughly going to be 5 inches long, and these pieces are roughly going to be 10 inches long. And you can put as little or as much as you want on there. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is lay this on top of my 2 pieces of flannel. Now, you don't have to have any flannel. You can use more than 2 pieces. You can use 1 piece. You do it however you want to do it. I'm going to straight stitch all the way around, and I'm going to straight stitch right here on my blue block to make sure all of this stays on my flannel. Now I'm going to sew this with the same 1/4 inch seam we always sew it with. I'm going to follow the edge of my fabric with the edge of my presser foot all the way around. I want mine to fray because I like the fray. If you don't like the fray, you can zigzag it and that'll take care of it. But whatever you do, don't forget to backstitch because my grandma said so.
I just got this eyelet lace from Amazon, and it's linked on my Amazon storefront. That's linked in the caption if you're looking for it. And I have tons of eyelet lace. And when I start to get low, I order more because I just want to put eyelet lace on everything.
Now I'm going to cut it out. I'm just cutting to the edge of the fabric. I'm going to cut it as close to the red fabric as I can get, but I'm going to try not to cut the red fabric. That doesn't mean I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to try not to. Oh my goodness, look how cute that is. Okay, so now we're going to add our lace. Now I got this eyelet lace. It's 1 inch lace, I think, but I got it from Amazon. 1 inch, and it is 1 inch. And these are some pieces that I had left over. So I'm going to use what I can and cut off and save the scraps for something else. Now it has this finished hem right here. I'm going to lay that down and I'm going to sew directly on top of that finished hem, and then I'm just going to snip off whatever's hanging off. And I don't know how many pieces I'm going to put. I put a lot here, but then I kind of felt like maybe I had too many, so I may try to do fewer pieces here, but then I might not like that, so we'll see. But I'm sewing a straight stitch right here, and I'm using white thread, and I'm going to back stitch at the beginning and back stitch at the end, and then I'm going to snip off the extra.
My sweet little Olive the other day said, "Can I change my mind?" I said, "Darling, you are a girl. You can always change your mind." And Daddy started laughing. And under his breath, he said, "Ain't that the truth? You make your shirt any way you want to. This will be precious with wider lace or some wide and some thin. Use what you have. And if you don't like it, you can change your mind too, just like Olive."
I put my first piece of lace on, and then I started this piece of lace at the bottom of my blue and came all the way across. Now what I'm trying to do is center this piece of lace in between my 2 pieces. Doesn't have to be perfect, but just so it's reasonably centered, I think will be great. And then I'm going to do the same thing down here. I'm going to center my piece of lace right here.
After I sewed those on, I decided it needed a piece of lace at the bottom too. So I went and added 1 more piece to the bottom. So I ended up with 2 pieces that are 5 inches long and 3 pieces that are 10 inches long. But look at yours as you go and decide how you like it.
Oh my goodness, look how cute it is. So I had already made my shirt. This is for Nana Ann, but I don't have a shirt her size. So when her shirt gets here, I'm going to sew it on this shirt, just like I do all of the rest of them. I'm just going to lay it on, and I'm going to stitch all the way around on just the front of the shirt. I'm going to do my best not to stitch the front and the back together, so cross your fingers. Oh my goodness. My name is Tammy. I'm your favorite sewing teacher, and I would love for you to come sew with me.